Good day, brothers and sisters, my fellow citizens of the Republic of Zambia. Today, the 11th of March 2026. So today, I'm going to do a very short video. I just want to share with you the situation that I encountered when I went to verify my voter registration details at the voter registration office. I got my voter's card on the 4th of November 2025, and of course, like everyone else in Zambia, I've been receiving this message that I should go and verify my details at the ECZ office in my location, in this case being Mukushi. So I went there on the 5th of March 2026. Now, even before we got into this whole issue of verifying, I really wanted to find out if at all there are going to be any changes to be made to my original voter's card, because I never wanted that to happen. Instead, what I expected was to have my ID maybe reflect in the system, because it was not reflecting when I tried to dial the code that we were given, the *2114, and even after when I tried to visit that website where we were supposed to be doing the verification from, nothing was coming out. It was requesting me to visit my polling station instead. So immediately I reached in this office, the ECZ office, Electoral Commission of Zambia office at Mukushi Town Council. I did request from this woman to, or should I say, I asked her to find out if I thought there will be any changes that will be made to my voter's card, and she said no, it is going to come out the way you see this one is. So I said, okay, then we are good, let's go ahead. I submitted my voter's card, my initial voter's card, and my NRC so that the verification could be done. And now this is what transpired. So I just want to read out the letter that I sent to the Chief Electoral Officer at ECZ in Lusaka, because after I saw what transpired, I was not happy. And when I asked this woman, the lady who was attending to me here in Mukushi, she said she didn't know what was happening also. So then I decided to take it up to escalate the case. And so this is what the exchange that I'm going to show you in the emails here of the discussion that we had between myself and the Electoral Commission, the Chief Electoral Officer, Mr. Brown Casaro. I think he's a Mr. Of course, he didn't indicate there, and I don't know him. So let me read out the email that I sent to him and his response. So as you can see, I used my email address, or the email address of Light of Zambia, and I titled this message, "Duplication of Voter Details During Verification." So this is the email I sent. And now I want to read the attachment that I sent because it is more formal. Of course, the information on the attachment is exactly the same as that is in the email itself. So here, as you can see, I wrote it on the 6th of March 2026 at 11:47 a.m. and I sent to, this is their official email address, which I got from their website. So now let me go down to the attachment, the letter, the actual letter that I sent. And immediately when I got back, after noticing those discrepancies that I saw, I decided to write this letter, because I never wanted to take some time until the verification period elapses. So I wrote this letter right on that day, on the 5th of March 2026. So this is it here, and it reads, "The Chief Electoral Officer, Electoral Commission of Zambia, Dear Sir / Madam, RE duplication of details during verification. The subject matter above refers. I wish to seek clarification on the reason why your voter registration system had to create another voter's card in my name with a different voter identity number during voter details verification. instead of amending my original card number, which I got on the 4th of November 2025. So you can see on the 4th of November 2025, I got registered in the ECZ database under that card number there. I'm continuing, I'm here. On the 5th of March 2026, I decided to go to the Electoral Commission of Zambia's ECZ voter registration office in Mukushi, located at Mukushi Town Council. This happened after trying and failing to verify my voter details using both your *214 hash code and web app at there, which you are asking voters to use for this exercise. To my surprise, your officer asked me to resubmit my details, including my biometrics. Later, after a few minutes, a new card with a different voter's card ID number was issued and handed to me, while withholding the initial and original card to herself. When I asked for clarification from her as to why she had to create another entry, she told me that she did not know why the number had changed, despite her having assured me earlier on that nothing was going to change after verification. My understanding is that one person should only appear once in your register with one ID number, like it happens at the National Registration Office with NRCs. So maybe, I think I need to explain a bit here. My problem here is, why should I have two voters cards with two different ID numbers? That's where the problem is, because I believe that every individual, every person in this country who is eligible to vote must only appear once in the Electoral Commission of Zambia's register. So here it is showing that I'm duplicated. I'm created twice. One person is appearing twice in the system. Now, this does not happen with the NRCs. I've never experienced such a situation. Every time we visit the National Registration Office for NRCs, the only thing we are asked for is to produce the ID, the number on our NRCs or the NRC card that we had. Then once we give them their number, they will be able to call our details and be able to recreate that very same NRC. So, but this is not what we are seeing happening here at the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Now, so let me continue here. Now that we have multiple appearances of one individual in your register, and I know that this did not happen to me alone. That is very important. This did not happen to me alone. It's a fact. This could breed suspicions which could make me question the integrity of the Electoral Commission of Zambia. I therefore seek your clarification on this matter, and if possible, prove to me that my other ID is no longer in your voters register. Waiting for your quick and timely response to this matter. Yours faithfully. So this is the letter which I wrote to the Chief Electoral Officer at the Electoral Commission of Zambia. And just after some hours, he replied to me, and this is the reply I want to read for you. Yeah, and this is the reply I got on the same date, the 6th of March 2026, at 19:41 p.m. 19:41 in the night. Good evening, Mr. Mwape. I wish to acknowledge receipt of your clarification. We will get back to you soonest with the necessary clarifications. Regards, Brown Kasaro, Chief Electoral Officer. And as we can see, this email is coming from them. Yeah, so I received that on the 6th, like I indicated. So on the 6th in the morning at 11:40, I wrote to them, and on the same date, around 19 hours, they replied to me. The Chief Electoral Officer replied to me. And since then, I've not heard from the Chief Electoral Officer regarding this matter. So after I tried to check my details now with the same website and the USSD code, I discovered that my details seemed to be properly registered. When I used USSD code, the 214, code, I realized that it was showing me that I was properly registered. So I decided to go to the website. Now when I went to the website, I came to realize that the card that was properly registered was the one that was taken away from me. The one that I got initially in November 2025. That is the one which is showing to be properly registered. But the one that I was given later, the second one, was still asking me to go back to my polling station for me to be properly registered or to seek assistance there. So then I wrote the Chief Electoral Officer this email on the 10th of March 2026 at 13:45. I wish to find out, so here it is, here's the email. Good day, Mr. Brown Casaro. I wish to find out where you are at regarding the clarification of the matter of voter detail duplication I reported to you on the 6th of March 2026, to which you responded that you will provide clarification the soonest. Furthermore, I wish to report to you that my new voters card number 70 is requesting me to again go for physical verification at my polling station. On the other hand, the initial card number 83 is showing that I'm properly registered. Now remember that the latter is not in my possession, but the former is. Therefore, I request for the quickest correction of this confusion. So you see, they have registered my original card, the one which was taken away from me. That is the one now which is properly registered. Whereas the one that I got when I went to verify is again not showing me to be properly registered. So what is happening here? That is the question I'm asking. What is happening here? Could it be that there are some kind of tricks that are being played? Because I don't understand. In the first place, why did they create two cards for one individual with two different ID numbers? That in itself is questionable. That doesn't make so much sense to me. Because I want to believe that these cards, the ID numbers that are on the voters' cards, are supposed to be primary keys in their database. For example, that should be my unique identifying number to me as a person in their database. So why should I be uniquely identified twice? Then it means we are creating two different individuals in the system for one person, the physical person. Do you see? That doesn't make any sense. And today, as I'm recording this video, it is on the 11th of March 2026. That means the verification period has elapsed. Now, one would ask, why didn't you go back to the electoral officer in your place in Mkushi? Why didn't I go back to... Well, the answer is very simple. I went there, and the very first time when I was there, she made this, what I would call a mistake, and she could not rectify it there. And she said this was beyond her, she's going to report it to their IT department. Those were her words. So, why going there? And especially that I had already escalated the case to the ECZ Chief Electoral Officer. Therefore, I think my case was reported in good time when the verification period was still open. If they fail to do what is right, then it will be their fault and not mine, because I've done everything that I could have done. So, brothers and sisters, this is what happened to me, and I know this did not only happen to me because there is other people or another person that has complained in a similar manner. So, let's see what is going to come going forward. Otherwise, to me, this is a red flag. It is pointing to something else. I don't know what it is yet. That's why I'm seeking for clarification from the ECZ. So this is the short video I wanted to make so that you also get to know what is happening here. The situation that I encountered. Maybe there are many other people to whom the same thing has happened. And I'm beginning to develop a lot of suspicions. That's why I truly need to get to the bottom of this whole issue. So thank you for watching. Until we meet in the next video, I'm saying let there be light.